I'd like to share a success story about one of our customers. Ionis Pharmaceutical had an urgent need to address visibility into their business workflow processes, monitoring for operational disturbances in upstream workflow. Given the current crisis in COVID, this became a major issue for them. As for the problem we solved at Elysium, well, considering their top 2 requirements are storing hot data over several years, as well as having access to more compute for deep analytics on a regular basis, they required a modern cloud platform. Also, running this platform on AWS Elasticsearch would potentially cost up to $500,000 per year to maintain and grow the system to well over a terabyte. So they required a cost-effective platform that can scale to their needs, but they can manage the cost and maintain it within a budget. So the solution we provided them was Elysium on Snowflake. The solution benefits greatly from a highly efficient cloud-native platform where compute and storage are separated and build on actual usage, eliminating paying for resources not being utilized, as in the case of traditional on-premise or cloud deployments. Ionis had 2 primary data sources they need to bring in for the monitoring. One is Boomi, which is a product from Dell, which is used to unify workflows across the organization. As a backend for that, they had an Azure database. To onboard that data, they would just go to our self-service, click on Connect, fill in the appropriate information, and they would then create an instance of that data inside of Snowflake. Conversely, also, they can now bring in the Azure data by simply using our self-service too. Again, just clicking here, providing the appropriate information, and then you can import your Azure telemetry data into our system. We would then take that data and be able to load it into our tables and run alerts on that. So what does this buy them? Well, it really allowed them to merely click on an alert to go to one of our 360 dashboards. So this dashboard drills down onto the critical events regarding the alert. Through the use of machine learning and statistical analysis, we can identify what are the key issues they need to look at. And here we see that there's an execution error. See that's happening on this company called Invisible Paint. So this is something I might want to go ahead and investigate. So as part of their normal workflow, they look at accounts and see what are particular issues in the Boomi application. And we provide a search interface using Elastic. So you can now use KQL queries and query our backend database, which is sitting in Snowflake. And so this allows them to do simple queries where they can just look for a pattern across their data sources and see what comes up. And so in this example here, on this company called Invisible Paint, I'll find them, and then maybe I'll do some more investigation. So for instance, maybe I'll take a look at the error codes that are coming back, because that's something I saw in the alert. And so with that, I might now see some error code messages, reduce it down further. Interesting, I see in here that there's unable to create file, XML file, so maybe that's part of the issue. So maybe I'll add that in there. And maybe what I'll do is just produce this query here so that I now can see records when I have this issue. But then what I can do is I can create an alert. And to do that, I can say, well, let's go ahead and save it. And we'll call this, say, Invisible Paint Company. Click Save. So now we've saved the query. And now we can do is simply just click over here. And so then we can go over to here. So then now we can select a KQL query here, and then use this KQL query here to show what kind of queries they can run across the system. And then they can have different kinds of options. So in here, I'm just doing a simple query, selecting this data here, maybe looking for some key metrics here, and then determine if the threshold is met. If I see more than, say, 12 hours, and then I can just go ahead and create this alert and then be immediately notified when there are new issues coming in. And then last, what I'll probably do is just create a ServiceNow ticket just to make sure that this all gets resolved. Thank you.